Hi everyone, my name is Tej and I welcome you back on my channel. We are going to learn about Dialogflow, and in this series, the next topic which we are going to take a look on today is context. So if you go to an intent and you will check out all the options which we have on this console. So context is the first one we see. So we'll understand what is context and how do we use this. And this is very important topic from a real-time perspective. So real-time application has a big significant use and significant role of this context. And how do we use this context? Basically, in simple words in real life, when we talk about something to someone, it's always referential or it's always related to something. And we are talking about something in context. So when I say that I like mangoes, and then the other person to whom I'm talking to, you can say, yeah, I like them too. So they come in winters, they come in the summers. So I really like the taste of the mangoes and all those things. So when we start doing this conversation, we define it once and we keep referring to with the pronouns like they, them, and all those things. So basically, the other person actually knows what is the context, what I'm referring to. So in simple words, that is context. How does it come into the picture of chatbot is when you're talking to chatbot in related to one conversation, one particular thing, it should be able to understand, okay, this particular response which customer is entering, the user query, is actually related to that particular context. In what context is he talking about? What is the frame of reference we can say? Or what is the relativity of that particular conversation? So that's the context. Now, how things will actually work in the real-time scenarios, the most common problems which initially we feel is once we get the intent details and we get the entities, we need to pass those parameters from one intent to another intent in order to have the conversation flow and keep the data throughout the chatbot in sync. So for that purpose, the only very useful thing is going to be the context. And how do we use context? We will just take a look very quickly. So let's go back to our intent and we'll see what we had. For now, I'll just remove this strip type and we'll create another thing. Okay, so now the flow is somewhat when I say hi to this chatbot, it says, how can I help you? I say, book me a flight. And it gives me, please provide a validate. I say for tomorrow. Sure, I'm going to book a flight for you for tomorrow. Is it going to be one way or two way? Now, there's a question here, is it going to be one way or two way? So when if I answer this question, this is actually not taking any entity. It's not any parameter which I've defined here. So basically what's happening, this is the response which I'm sending. Whatever I enter here, let's say I say one way. So basically I've not configured it. So it's giving me something because it goes to the default fallback because we are not handling what user says like in that one way. So now what is my actual intention here is whenever the customer say one way or two way, I should be able to get that along with in the next intent along with this particular date as well. So here we are going to pass the data from one intent to another intent, and that is we're going to do with the help of context. So let's say we are going to set one context, input output context. You can see two things here. Output context means it is going to the end of that particular chain point where from the another intent is going to be starting. So basically, if we think as of a conversation, it's always in kind of a chain. One point ends and the other conversation's point starts from right there. Okay, so from this intent, this is going to be the end of this particular intent chain, and we will be using that same context for next intent as the input context, so that this will have those values, and whenever this thing will be given, this user query will be given, we will be passing that information to that particular input context. So that's how we're gonna do this. We will be having the data from one intent to another intent. So let's quickly do that. Now what I'm asking is whether it is going to be a one-way trip or another two-way trip. So let me create a context here which I'm going to call trip type. Okay, so this is gonna be my trip type context. As soon as I hit the enter, you see there's a lifespan, there's a number which is basically called lifespan of a particular context, which basically means if customer does not provide anything valid or it's not related to this particular intent or anything, it will keep on asking and it will be valid for 3 rounds. So that's the lifespan of particular context. So for here, since we assume that customer is going to provide the correct thing, we'll just keep it once. Okay, and you have to hit the save button. Now how we use that thing, that we will also see. For now, we have made no changes, we just created the context. Now let's go, and we want to pass this information to a new intent which we'll call trip type. Definitely we could have done this thing using the entities as well, but I just want to explain like how the context works. So here, when the book flight output context gives us that information when user says one way or two way, we should be able to catch that information in this intent. So for that purpose, we have to initiate and connect this intent to the previous one, the book flight intent. So that's why we need to use the input context, which will actually connect us to that output on context. Okay, so our context was this one. So we'll provide this as a input context, and whatever comes in that, it should be connected to this one. So we'll see how that actually works. Okay. And we can definitely provide the training phrases. Otherwise, you will see it actually connects but will not provide. Let's check this out. Okay, and we will not say anything. We'll just use it as it is. Now, first thing first, we will check whether are we actually connected with this particular intent after providing one way or two way, which the bot was asking, or not. Let's start it over again. Hi, how can I help you? Book me a flight. Let's go. And then we'll see, yes, for sure, for next Friday, I will say. When I say this, sure, I'm going to book you a flight for next Friday. It's going to be one way or two way. Now I'm gonna say one way. And if you will go down and see, intent is actually our book flight, and we have already a context set, which is trip type, because we have set a context in the book flight, which was trip type. Now when I answer something, let's say I answer it like I want to go for one way. So if you check here, I don't have anything system counter and everything is there. If I'll open this diagnostic info, I will see that query text which I put was one way. So for now, we are not getting anything here. We are not even able to see whether this was correct or not. So if you'll see, we are not getting our intent as connected. So for now, it's not connected. What else is missing here that we need to provide a particular training phrase? So let's check this out. Let us provide the training phrases. We will provide it, or we can say two-way, or we can also say round trip. Okay, these things we can provide. And now let's save this. And just for confirmation, we'll provide one more response. Sure. Thanks for your response. Okay, and that's it. So let's now try it over again. Okay, let's refresh this once again, and we will see what changes do we have here. Are we getting the exact information, which we should, because that's all the changes we have already made. Okay, so now we'll start it over again. We will say hi, and let's say I want to book a flight, and after that I want to provide a date for tomorrow. I want it. That's quite soon, but yeah. And then yeah, it's going to be a one way only. I don't want to come back. It says yeah, thanks for your response. Sure. Now you will see here the intent type which we have here is actually trip type. If you will see, that's what we have here. And context which you will see is basically trip type, which we have already set. So the context is set, and now what we wanted majorly, the significant role of that was passing the information to this intent from the previous intent. So if we'll open the diagnostic info, I believe we will be able to see the previous data, which was flight date. And if you will see closely in the parameters of output context, we actually get a previous date. So in the API responsive Dialogflow, we are able to fetch, we are able to get the previous intent's data, and that is the major, significant role of using the context, and that's how the context is actually being used. Okay, so that was the context, and you can use it like for say first intent, welcome intent. You can say like, how can I help you? Can I get your name or anything? So first information, whatever you want. And after that, you want to route it to some particular intent for any particular, user response. Accordingly, you can do that, but with particular context setting. So that's how you can use context for passing data from one intent to another intent, which we just took a look. So you can definitely play around with context. You can create a simple chatbot where you first you get the name of that particular person, and then you start asking another information, and all those things should be in the different intents, and you can play with like passing data from one intent to another intent, and that could be useful. And if you feel any challenge in that, you can definitely comment on this video. We can connect and I can help you with those things. So thank you for watching. Keep supporting. Thank you.